Hello, namaste, bonjour, salam everyone. This is WWDC from Squareboat Solutions and I'll be presenting a small talk on what's new in Apple world. Apple just had its biggest developer conference. They call it Worldwide Developer Conference or WWDC, or what we developers say is WW, in which they introduced some amazing tech along with impressive features. In this talk, we'll discuss about few of them which will be released by the end of 2019. So topics for the talk is what's new in the Apple world, Project Catalyst, Sidecar, sign in with Apple, SwiftUI, and comparison between SwiftUI, XIBs, and StoryBoard. So let's start with iOS 13. Apple introduced its new iOS 13, with a massive upgrade. It has new looks, which includes dark theme functionality, along with newly redesigned Apple apps like Photos, Calendars, Camera, Maps, and Contacts. It has performance upgrades like faster app launch, which means apps now launch 2 times faster in iOS 13. It has faster Face ID unlock, which means unlocking Face ID is up to 30% faster, and smaller app updates, which means app updates will be 60% smaller on an average. It got security enhancement, which includes sign in with Apple, and a new CarPlay, which got Hey Siri support, D&D support, a new dashboard view with multiple apps on it, and independent app views, which means an app open on iPhone doesn't affect what's open on the CarPlay screens. So passenger can pick a song while driver can keep looking at the maps. It also now has audio sharing with AirPods, which means pair 2 sets of AirPods to one iPhone and enjoy the same song or movie along with a friend. And now, the never seen before feature, which is type by swiping from one letter to the next. It's called quick path typing. Next up is watchOS 6, a new chapter in the relationship people have with technology, said by Apple. It's redesigned like iOS 13, it's more insightful, more delightful, and it also got new functionalities like a new look, a better UI, a dedicated app store which makes watch independent machine, which means now that you can download independent apps on your watch without installing them on your iPhone. It's faster than the previous one, and it also got sign in with Apple. And for developers, SwiftUI is also there. Next up is macOS Catalina 10.15. As per Apple in WWDC 19 keynote, macOS Catalina is the world's most advanced desktop operating system. Along with all the cool features of Huawei 10.14, macOS Catalina contains all new iTunes, which includes Mail, Calendar, Safari, with a dock to switch between them, an all new music app with personalized recommendation of your choice of music, all new podcast app, again with all the personalized recommendation, new Apple TV app with 4K HDR10 support on Mac along with Dolby Vision Atmos, improved media syncing, Apple TV, Apple Music, Apple Podcast, all three sync the content across your Apple devices completely and seamlessly. It introduces Sidecar. Now you can use your iPad as a second display to your Mac. That's cool. Screen time, that now you can monitor your screen time with app usage, and a massive upgrade to Photos app, which will show your photos, your memories, will hide duplicate photos automatically. Along with these, it has a new feature which will intelligently show your best shots. Some design and feature upgrades in Notes app, Reminders app, Safari, and Mail. Along with this, macOS Catalina is secure and safe. It runs on dedicated system volume, which is read-only and completely separate from all of your data. It has activation lock, that now you can erase or reactivate your data like on your iPhone or iPad. Activation lock support is available on all new Mac models with T2 chip. It got new Find My Device functionality, which means find all your Apple devices even when they are offline. And the last, Project Catalyst. With this, developers can easily post iPad apps to their Macs running Catalina. One of the bigger security enhancements this year was sign in with Apple, which is a fast and secure way to sign in anywhere. Sign in with Apple is Apple's way of providing one-click login solution to the users. And all you have to do is enter password for login in, or just tap for the fingerprint verification, or just look. It works everywhere. Sign in with Apple works natively on iOS, macOS, tvOS and watchOS. It works in any browser, which means you can deploy it on your website and in version of your app running on other platforms. And now the main part, SwiftUI, better apps, less code. Build user interface for any Apple device using just one set of tools and APIs. SwiftUI uses declarative syntax, so you can simply state what your interface should do. For example, you can write that you want a list of items consisting of text fields, then describe alignment, font, color for each field. The declarative style even applies for complex concepts like animations. It got dynamic replacement, which means the Swift compiler and runtime are fully embedded through Xcode, so your app is being constantly built and run. Drag and drop arranges component with your user interface by simply dragging controls on the canvas. Xcode will add code itself. Let's look at this graph. The pink line shows the complexity of the app. The complexity of the app increases exponentially up as app grows. The yellow line depicts the capacity of human mind. At any given point, the difference between two is known as bugs. Let's take an example that there are 4 actions. A user can perform all 4 actions in any sort of manner, and the app has to support all the combinations. But now, if we use SwiftUI, all you have to do is listen to the body. But when using SwiftUI, the order of the actions doesn't matter. All the app has to do is listen to the body and behave accordingly, which reduces the complexity of the UI. And now let's see the difference between SwiftUI, XIB and StoryBoards. Drag and drop. Drag and drop is supported by all 3 of them, SwiftUI, XIB and StoryBoard. SwiftUI supports easy to write code, whereas others don't. Declarative syntax is supported by only SwiftUI. It's easy to manage, it's grid friendly, it follows single file controller and debug data visualization. XIB and StoryBoard doesn't support all of this. And for making the item, on the top, on the left is the code for XIB and on the right is the code written in SwiftUI. You can see the difference. And in the end, here are some important links. Stay tuned to Squareboat for such tech content. Thanks for watching.